He said that Jesus Christ has risen, and he is the open door.
Well, how you doing, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Cajun Conservative, where we talk about life, we talk about liberty, and yes, we talk about the pursuit of happiness. And we're showing the world that Cajuns are smarter than your average Democrat. Hey, welcome to the show where you're listening from wisdom from the man from the South. Let's just say it like that. I love being from the South, ladies and gentlemen. The left might make you think on mainstream media that the left is this big, bad, evil place to live, but at least we're still under, for the time being, $4.50 a gallon for gas. Not like my friends in California that are almost paying $10 for a gallon of gas. I'm gonna get into that later on because I have a story from a Biden administration official that apparently says, hey, it's there's nothing wrong, but we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Before we start, I want to thank everyone for listening. If this is your first time, welcome to the Cajun Conservative family. It's an honor and a blessing for you to be here with us today. And if this is your first time, please consider hitting the subscribe button, hit the follow button on the platforms that we are on. That's Apple, Google, Spotify, Amazon Music, Anchor. We even got requests to go on Pandora. We haven't done the process for that yet. We're also on our video podcast. We're on YouTube, we're on Rumble, and we also do Spotify video now. So if you're on Spotify, you can watch the Cajun Conservative. You can see my beautiful, lovely, caring face as I go ahead and I break down my thoughts and my opinions. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't call myself a journalist. I read journalists' stories, and I go ahead and I'm like, I need to give an opinion on that. And it just amazes me every week that when I see the numbers go up, I'm like, somebody really cares about my opinion. And it means more than you know. I don't think you see it through the camera. You can hear it through the audio, but I have a great respect for you guys. And I want to thank you for giving me your time and your ear to go ahead and talk about topics of the day. Now, I'm going to give everyone a warning before I jump on. If you have young children listening, pause this episode right now and ask them to leave. I'm going to be saying some things on here that is probably going to be more on the adult side of the day. So, if you could pause the episode, because I'm going to be talking about something. And look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to lie to you. This week, I was sick to my stomach. This prepping for this episode made me sick. Made me sick that I couldn't even. I was prepping for this midweek episode, and I literally had to stop. Because I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, this country is getting sicker by the year, especially with Pride Month coming up. But that is a warning. If you're an older person, you can hear what I'm about to say. But if you have young children in the room, I would appreciate it if they can get out while we talk about this topic. Because I'm going to ask you parents a question, and people that are old enough, maybe you don't have children, but you remember your parents. And I'm asking the parents this, and asking the people that do not have kids yet to visualize this for a second. Imagine you as a parent walking into a room with a DVD in your hand. And vice versa to people that do not have children. Just imagine your parent walking in with a DVD, and the parent or your parent would go ahead and say, hey, I got this movie I want you to watch. I think it's real educational. I think it's real informative of what you're going to need in the future. And, a child Okay, yeah, we'll watch whatever you put on, mom or dad. And that parent goes ahead and puts that DVD on, and it's a porno. Wait, where did this come from? Wait, what? What is Isaac talking about pornos for? Just hold on to me. Or you go ahead and you tell your kids. Yeah, no, I'm talking kids 6 to about 10 years old. Jump in the car. We're going to go ahead and go to the local strip club and watch people twirl on a pole. Now, as a parent, I'll be like, no, I would never, ever do that. But I am moral, and I am saved, and I'm holy through the blood of Jesus Christ. But there's some worldly parents. There's some parents that are not religious that will go ahead and tell me, Isaac, Cajun, why are you bringing this up? Why are you bringing up these examples? Because last Saturday, now we're recording on Tuesday. This is going to drop on Thursday. By the time this drops, you might be able to find some research on it. But there was an event in Dallas, Texas. Drag Your Kids to Pride event in Dallas, where children took the stage to dance with drag queens in thongs, sparks fury, but organizers claim the family-friendly show promotes diversity. This is coming from the dailymail.co.uk. A Pride Month event at a Dallas gay bar inviting children to take the stage along drag queens was met with outrage and encouragement alike over all the weekend. The event invited parents to bring their kids along for the morning drag show and featured children dancing alongside men dressed in drag beneath a pink neon sign reading, "It's not gonna lick itself." Ladies and gentlemen, I know for the past couple of episodes, I've been focused on the Second Amendment and gun control because that's the only thing that is on the television now. But ladies and gentlemen, I just brought out all them examples. Look, I can even bring out that example. Would you bring your 6 to 10-year-old to a bar on a loan, a gay bar? Think about this, everyone that's listening to the sound of my voice. Do you think it is appropriate to bring a child to a bar? That's the first thing. This was done in a bar. Then you're letting your kids dance with people that, well, there's not people, men in dresses. Think about this, ladies and gentlemen, how far our nation has come. Back in the day, we would call these pedophiles. We would call these men deranged and these men having mental issues. But a parent, now I'm talking to parents here, I could not imagine bringing my 7, my 3, and my 1-year-old to a bar of all places and watch men dance provocatively under a sign that says it's not gonna lick itself. Ladies and gentlemen, I have some pictures that I have right here. And look, if you're watching on YouTube and Rumble, you should go ahead and look up on the see these pictures. But if you're watching on audio side and you want to see them, go ahead and pull up the Rumble and the YouTube channel. But look at these pictures, ladies and gentlemen. Children sitting on chairs while a man wearing a dress comes walking by under the sign that is provocative. You have the sign right here where it's in pink neon lights. It's not gonna lick itself. Then you have this picture of this fool, this idiot that's taking money, $1 bills from children. There's another one right here taking money from a little girl. All the children's faces are blocked out. And then you have this one where it's dancing provocatively. Then you have this one twerking in front of child, and this was the event poster. Drag your kids to Pride. Ladies and gentlemen, you know my thoughts and my opinion on drags and on homosexuality. I have not hid it. I am against the lifestyle. And look, I know I am on YouTube. I know I am on Facebook. I know I'm on Spotify, and there's a chance this might get flagged. But I think it needs to be said, ladies and gentlemen, our nation is full of sick individuals. Look, I don't care if you're drag. I don't care if you're trans. I don't care if you're straight. I don't care. A man dancing in front of children. There was another picture, and I forgot about it. I wanted to show it, but there's a man having a little girl put dollar bills in his thong. My God, what has happened to this nation, ladies and gentlemen? And look, like I said, me prepping this I'm going to be honest with you. This is one of the hardest segments I had to prep for. Because, ladies and gentlemen, first off, as a believer of Jesus Christ, my spirit was heavy and is still heavy. That we have a nation that men are dressing like women and they're encouraging children to go ahead and dance with these men, and parents are laughing at this. Look, I'm not mad at these. Look, these drags are going to do whatever they want. But for a parent to tell a child, let's get in a car, let's go in a gay bar, and let's watch men dance provocatively in front of you. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I'm angry. But to see children. Now, we know what the pride agenda is. This is why they last year they promoted, remember Blue's Clues? Where they had a drag singing and promoting to children that it's okay that if you're a man and you feel like a woman, you can identify as a woman. A lot of people, Matt Walsh has come out with a new documentary, and I want to watch it, to where the title of it is, What is a Woman? Now, I got something right here. Let's see if the iPad works. You gotta love technology, ladies and gentlemen. This is from the Daily Caller. Drag builds confidence. Listen to drag queens defend their decision to perform in front of children. YouTube channel Felicia's Talk shared a video Sunday containing an interview with drag queen at the controversial Drag Your Kid to Pride event in Dallas. The event was hosted at the Misty Gay nightclub. A nightclub. Where attendees were encouraged to bring their children to watch and perform with drag queens, according to the video description. The interview was hosted by Aldo Baradzai, who was given permission to sit in on the event and describe notes. When asked how they felt the event went, one of the performers named Audrey Diamond told Bazzato that it was amazing. I'll never get to perform. I never get to perform in front of children. Nothing that noting that it was a very emotional and one of the best shows they've ever done. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason why you don't perform in front of children. Because in most states, they will call that person a pedophile. Ladies and gentlemen, and look, they're proud about this. Well, Pride Month, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I repeat, I am not going to go ahead and bring my children to that provocative events like this. And I never will, because I am a Bible-believing Christian, and I believe that lifestyle does not fall in the line of the Holy Scriptures. Now, look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say a disclaimer right here. I'm not saying I'm better than these men that do this. But at the same time, you have to be a very sick individual to go ahead and perform in front of children. I can understand men or women going to a bar and they're doing this. These are adults. But my God, ladies and gentlemen, when is this going to stop? From the Daily Caller again, Drag Your Kids to Pride event sparks outrage and protests. Protesters appear to have clashed with parents and other attendees of the self-described family-friendly drag show in Dallas. nightclub. An event titled Drag the Kids to Pride was held at 11 a.m. at the Mr. Misty's Gay Nightclub. We got from Tom Poole, Tom Cass. He said it's not okay to tell kids it's okay to lick yourself. These are responses on Twitter. Shoe on head. I don't like being gaslighting about how totally not weird this is. Jason Warlock, this is satanic. And they had a video. They had parents. The exchange between protesters and teenies appear to the end near of the video after the blowhorn equipped protesters referred to the attendees as symptoms of a dying society. Before being met with multiple attendees, shouts out, shame on you. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is the whole issue right here. This whole topic. You're belittling them. You're going ahead and you're cutting them down. Oh, they feel like a woman. What is a woman? Matt Walsh. I talked about Matt Walsh's documentary earlier. What is a woman that I want to watch? And he does a great job in the interviews, and people get mad at him because he's asking, hey, scientifically, what is a woman? Ladies and gentlemen, look, and like I said, this event has gotten me very, very upset. Because, look, and especially this month. Because, look, to be honest with you, I wasn't going to try to talk about Pride Month. I did that whole episode last year with that. And I'm not saying I regret it. It was a good episode. But I think there's a lot of things going on in the nation that they're trying to hide. This event's one of them. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I can't sit back no more. I cannot sit back and see these articles roll out and see our nation that's going to hell in a handbasket. Ladies and gentlemen, this is sick. I have no other ways to put it. And if you were on Rumble and YouTube and you saw the pictures, I seen the pictures. I'm like, how? How in God's green earth did parents allow their kids to go see that? And influencing kids that, hey, if you feel like a woman, you can be a woman. If you feel like a man, you can be a man. You can feel non-binary. There's no more. There's multiple genders out there, and when science says no, there's male and female as God made it. This makes me sick, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe America where we are right now. I can't believe America the way we are right now. I'll be right back after this short break. How you doing, everyone? Isaac here. I'm the Cajun Conservative, and I want to thank Brother Lanny Hayes from Hayes' Dump Truck Service for their generous support of the Cajun Conservative and Brothers Just Searching. Hayes' Dump Truck Service serves the Lafayette and surrounding areas. If you have any job that you need done, like cleanup or hauling material to your job site or your home, we haul limestone, we haul sand, we haul topsoil, any type of material you need. If you're in the Lafayette and surrounding areas, please call Brother Lanny Hayes at 337-852-8043. Remember, Hayes' Dump Truck Service, where Jesus is Lord of the company.
You're my peace of mind when this old world seems to get me down.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the second segment of the Cajun Conservative Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Pizza Hut faces backlash and boycotts after promoting Drag Kids book to kindergartners. This comes from CBN News, Christian Broadcasting Network. Pizza Hut's come on the fire for recommending reading material for kindergartners that promote drag queens as part of its camp book in program. Libs of TikTok tweeted part of an email from the restaurant chain recommending 3 books in support of Pride Month. One of the books, titled Big Wig, is geared towards children. Listen to this age, 4 to 8. Ladies and gentlemen, where has our nation come to? Okay, look, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and say I am better than any other person. Listen, I love every single individual on this earth. and I want them to go to heaven. But to do that, you have to accept the Lord Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. Romans chapter 1. Go read the Romans chapter 1. Paul brings us out that they have a knowledge of God. And yes, America does have a knowledge of God. But because they deny God, God's going to give them up to a reprobate mind. And ladies and gentlemen, America is in a reprobate mind right now. Where you're going to have... Now, and like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this has been pushing for a while. And this is coming from the enemy. This is pure evil. This whole event was pure evil, and the left is going to keep on pushing these events. Why? Because they want kids confused. They want young boys to think they're girls so they can get feminine. Ladies and gentlemen, this whole gay lifestyle issue is being promoted hand and foot. My wife was watching a series called Station 19. And there's gay couples kissing in the whole show. They're promoting the lesbian lifestyle and the homosexual lifestyle because they have a reprobate mind. And ladies and gentlemen, first off, as a Christian and a preacher of the gospel, I'm here to warn people that if America keeps going in this way, it's not going to end from this downward spiral. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot sit here and support this. Oh, I think we're just trying to be open-minded to the kids. Really? So when we tell the kids the other side of it, hey, guys, you know, there's only boys and girls. There's only two genders, a male and a female, and that's how God made it. Oh, you old, closed-minded, bigot, Republican, conservative. How dare you? You're indoctrinating the kids. But they have the right to go ahead and say, hey, boys and girls, we have some men here that feel like they're women. And because they're women, they're going to show you how to dance like a woman. And don't you know that there's more than two genders? Which one's propaganda? And let's put this Bible aside. Let's put the Bible aside, ladies and gentlemen. If you look at science, there's only there's only two genders in the science. There's the XX and the XY. That's it. That's all they have. Oh, I forgot, ladies and gentlemen. We have to follow the science according to mass and to diseases. But on abortion and on what is a woman, what is a man, we can't go ahead and dive into that. And look, ladies and gentlemen, Pride Month has just started. Pride Month has just started. We're probably going to see a lot more like this. And look, this ain't the first event. We have an event. It was the RuPaul Drag Queen Conference. And they had a little boy dancing and taking dollars. That happened in March. Oh, why we didn't hear about that? Because, ladies and gentlemen, now this comes from the Christian Post. Ladies and gentlemen, you promoting men and dancing provocatively in front of kids. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, any other look. If these guys were on the streets doing this, think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Just think about it. If these guys were doing this on the streets, dancing provocatively in front of children, not dressed as a drag, but just dressed like, hey, you know, I can't do their dances. I'm not even going to try to. But ladies and gentlemen, moving their body and twerking and everything like that, they will call the police and go to jail because, hey, that's a pedophile. There's men registered sex offenders that do that. But because they're dressed as a woman, it's perfectly legal. It's the same thing with the swimmer, the transgender man that went race against women. And I can't think of his name right on top of the head. But he had an article the other day. They had a big news story. He was saying how the NCAA is hindering him and how the Olympics are fighting him and all this is it's been proven that he has a biological way better chance biologically to win a race. And ladies and gentlemen, this dude's running around saying I'm a woman. He was 480 some ranked as a men's competitor swimmer. But he goes to the women's league. Oh, he becomes champion. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just think about this. See, if he would have went swim against the women as a man, oh, you're disqualified because you're a man. But one day he grew his hair out long and said, I'm a woman. It's perfectly okay. NFL Panthers add first transgender cheerleader to roster. Can't wait to show what this girl has. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Daily Wire. This was written. A biological male cheerleader who identifies as a female has been added to the NFL's Carolina Panthers squad. Justin Sumon Lindsay made the announcement this week versus Instagram. The Panthers' top cat cheerleader director, Chandler Lanote, confirmed the move to BuzzFeed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Pride Month. And look, look, ladies, I can't, look. There is some guys cheerleaders out there. The NFL, the Saints, had the first gay, one of the first gay cheerleaders. If you like to dance, at least that one said, hey, I'm a guy. This is a moment I will never forget, and I cannot wait to show you all what this girl has to bring. You're not a girl, you're a man. Lindsay posted online, capturing a photo from the field. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all political, by the way. I'm being honest with you. Now, I just made the comment about how you're looked down on if you say, hey, I believe in science. And I believe there's only two genders. You're looked down on. Oh, you're a bigot. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. They just keep rolling on. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull an article from the Daily Wire. And the article reads, well, let me go ahead and pull this one right here. I'm going to go pull from the Daily Caller. Multiple Tampa Bay Rays players refuse to wear the gay pride logo on their uniforms. Multiple members of the Tampa Bay Rays refused to wear gay pride logo during a recent game. During the Saturday matchup between the Rays and the Chicago White Sox, the team decided to put the rainbow flag logo on their uniforms to celebrate Pride Month. But not all the players were having it, according to TMZ. Rays pitcher Jason Adams, Jalen Bakes, Brooks Raleigh, Jeffrey Springs, Ryan Thompson all refused to wear the logos on their sleeves. Adams said the following when explaining the decision him and his teammates made, according to the same TMZ reporter. So it's a hard decision because ultimately we all said that we want is them to know that they all are welcome and loved here. But when you put it on your body, I think a lot of guys decided that it's just a lifestyle that maybe not that we look down on them, on anybody or think differently. It's just that maybe we don't want to encourage it. If we believe in Jesus, who encourage us to live a lifestyle that was abstained from that behavior, just like Jesus encouraged me as a heterosexual male to abstain from sex outside of the confines of marriage, it is no different. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Adams, Jason Adams, that said that. Ladies and gentlemen, I commend these men right here. I commend these men because they stood for what was right or what they believe religiously was right. Now, of course, they got some backflack from because Jake Fairlahin rips Rays players for refusing to wear a gay pride flag patch. At least one promotion MLB pitchers. Oh, let me go through. One primary MLB pitcher wasn't thrilled with the Tampa Rays player's decision to not wear the rainbow color logo for the team's Pride Night or Saturday. Cardinals pitcher Jack Fleming shared his thoughts on Twitter after Ray pitcher Jason Adams, Jalen Biggs, Brooks Riley, Jeffrey Springs, and Ryan Thompson refused to wear the gay pride logo on their uniform, saying it was a faith-based decision. Absolutely joke. That's what he tweeted out. Ladies and gentlemen, I just said this. I didn't even realize this was. I realized it was on here. I was about to get to it. It's kind of funny, okay? 9 out of 10. I already know this. I'm taking a chance. This episode's going to be flagged. Except on Rumble. But ladies and gentlemen, think about this. He called it an absolute joke. Okay, so if they stand up for something, let's just use this. They stand up. Look, the player that the Carolina Panther player I just brought out. Oh my God! I'm so happy for him, her, whatever they call her, him, whatever. I don't know. We're living in a state of confusion, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just being honest. You don't know him. You don't know if it's a him or she a he or it's a it. I don't know. We don't know. But this Carolina, now this is sport related. These people in the sports world, oh, this cheerleader, this person that's a transgender took a step of faith. Went and is a trailblazer for all transgender. Oh boy, yay! But athletes say, hey, we're not going to wear this logo because it goes against our religious beliefs. Oh, you bigot! Yeah. Oh, you're just not you're conservative. You're a Christian. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, you can't have an opinion to begin with. And look, I feel with Mr. Adams. I feel that, look, I'm not going to cut down anybody. Look, I love, like I said it earlier, I love every individual. And I hope they come to the saving knowledge of Jesus Christ. But ladies and gentlemen, I just, in a society we're living in right now, I'm scared. When you're going to promote a lifestyle that I think is less than 2% of the population. More people are heterosexual. But when you're going to go ahead and praise somebody for being a trailblazer and cut somebody else down, look, first off, you don't have no right to disagreement right now. That is scary, ladies and gentlemen. Our founding fathers did not agree on everything. A lot of people imagine our founding fathers being in Philadelphia. And I agree with the Second Amendment. I agree with the First. I agree with the Third. I agree with this. Oh, yeah, we all agree. Yeah, let's write the paper. Let's go home and be with our families. No. The first Congress, Congressional Congress, fought tooth and nail to get certain things passed. One of them, you won't hear this, but one of them was slavery. Half of the colony said we need to outlaw it. The other half of the colony said we don't need to outlaw it. We need to keep it to build our country, ladies and gentlemen. Did I make that? I think they came up to the conclusion to keep it. They stayed for another 100-some years. But ladies and gentlemen, our founding fathers fought over issues like this. They didn't go ahead and think. You know, like I said, a lot of people think they were sitting in a room writing a document and everything was perfect. No. There was disagreements. And look, there's going to be people that's going to listen to this that disagree with me. But ladies and gentlemen, for ripping a person for saying, hey, I'm not going to wear this pouch because I don't believe I should put it on my body because I'm not going to support it because Jesus told me not to support it. Oh, you bigot. You closed-minded Christian. But praise a man for going in a woman's locker room because I'm a woman. Because he feels like it, having a dingling in the middle of his legs. And look, I'm not trying to sound dirty. I'm not trying. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be honest with you. America is in a bad place, spiritually and physically. And look, I'm going to say something right here in the last minute I have. I'm going to put this fault at the church. I'm going to be honest with you. The Church of the United States of America want to promote love, joy, peace, and long suffering. I don't disagree with that. I believe in all that. But the men of God in this nation stop preaching, thus says the Lord. And they stop describing what sin was. And they stop telling people, if you do not accept Christ, you will spend eternal judgment in a place called hell. You don't hear that no more. You don't hear that in the church. You don't hear that. And you don't hear that from Christian podcasts. Because, ladies and gentlemen, when a preacher starts preaching hard, oh, I get offended. We live in a culture that you can't offend nobody. And ladies and gentlemen, that's why men don't want to speak out on this issue. And women, they don't want to speak out on this issue because, oh, this might offend the LGBTQ community. I don't care. I really don't. And look, I'm not trying to offend people. I'm speaking my opinion and what I believe. But we have a society right now. I know I'm over my minute, but I'm about to go into my break. We have a society right now that is confused, and that is lost. And God help us. I'll be right back after this short break.
Cheers and good on you, boys and girls. My name is Scott Ford, and I have a show on Rumble. It's the Scott Ford Show, all in one word, the Scott Ford Show. And it's on Rumble. And I also have a motivational success show on YouTube. So go ahead and subscribe and ring that bell. That would mean a lot to me. Enjoy your life. Thank you, Isaac. God bless.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the third and final segment of this episode of the Cajun Conservative Show. NBA Finals are going on. Hey, you know what? I'm doing a lot of sports stories today. Fox News, we had the NBA Finals 2022 Warriors Celtics players wear in gun violence shirts before Game 2. Golden State Warriors and the Boston Celtics players were spotted during warm-ups wearing in-gun violence shirts ahead of the Game 2 of the NBA Finals. This comes on the break of New York City banning guns, or trying to ban guns. I'm trying to find that article here where New York governor signs slew of strict gun control bills into law. On that note, the governor of the state of Louisiana and the legislators that say they're conservatives but they're not, has blocked the constitutional carry bill here in Louisiana. Louisiana had a lot of things that I disagree with this week. They also, this wasn't in my notes, but I think it needs to be said. Judge throws out Louisiana constitutional maps. So according to a federal judge, which was appointed, listen to this, ladies and gentlemen, was appointed by Obama. And if you listen to, if you follow Louisiana politics like I do, because I live in the state of Louisiana, Governor John Bel Edwards vetoed this congressional map. On the grounds that he says that 1/3 of Louisianians are black. And that they should, because of that, just that, nothing else. Oh, we need to have a second Democratic congressional district. Because right now, the Slidell, New Orleans area, that is the only district that turns blue because of New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and whatnot. But this is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. If I had John Bel Edwards up in front of me, I would ask him, well, sir, are you thinking because they're black they're going to vote Democrat? That's the first question. But John Bel Edwards, no, look, John Bell's under a lot of stress right now. With the I think it's Leroy, Leroy Guidry, whatever. The Louisiana State Police brutally killed a man, and John Bel covered up because he wanted to get votes. That was done by the AP, by the way. And you're not hearing this from nowhere. You're not hearing this story anywhere. But John Bel is saying, hey, guys, so what we need a second congressional Democratic district because they're black and they're going to vote Democrat. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I know what this is. This is the Democrats trying to get an extra seat in the House because look, the red tsunami is coming. It's coming. Even CNN, I saw an article where CNN quoted a red tsunami. Tsunami's coming. But anyway, Louisiana legislators learned in the weaning hours of the 2022 regular session that they will soon have to return to the Capitol to redraw the state congressional districts. A Baton Rouge federal judge has invalidated the congressional maps approved in March by state legislator and vetoed by Governor John Bel Edwards. Lawmakers subsequently evidently override the veto in a rare rebuke of the president's power. That map was drawn by Clay Shake Snyder, and I'm trying to see the name of the judge. I thought they had the name of the judge on here. Let's see. Come on. Anyway, the judge that threw out this district map was an Obama appointee, Judge Shelley Dick of the United States Courts for the Middle District of Louisiana ruled that the plaintiffs are absolutely subsequently likely to suffer suffer harm because they don't have. Now, look, ladies and gentlemen, this is the thing. I don't know who sued the state of Louisiana to do this, but I got a question. I really got a question. Can every black person vote in the state of Louisiana? And look, if you don't want to vote, that's you. Those don't call it voter suppression. Because that is what majority of voter suppression is. I didn't go vote. They wouldn't let me vote. Did you register? No. Well, you're not going to get the vote. I'm sorry. No right person in their mind would say, oh, I want to vote, but they wouldn't let me vote. Why? What I did? I showed them my ID. I wasn't on the voter roll. Why? I didn't register. Look, this congressional map is not stopping anybody from voting, ladies and gentlemen. But they're suing because this is going to bring us harm because black people won't be able to go vote. Oh, so because you live in a red district, you're not going to be able to go vote? Now, Attorney General Jeff Landry said he's bringing it up to the Fifth Court of Appeals. John Bel today, Tuesday, June 7th, said, I'm calling a special session because we only got 2 weeks to put this map together and we got to make sure we do a second district. And look, I don't know if I have any legislators that listen to this program. Don't go to the special session. Don't. Wait for the appeal. Because look, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, I don't see this changing. But this was all. Now, look. Now, this is another issue with this, ladies and gentlemen. And I know some of you are not in the state of Louisiana, and you're probably like, "Why are you bringing this up to us?" Because I think this does affect the whole nation. You have Democratic governors trying to stop Republican legislators from stopping congressional maps. You have congressional. Let's just say it like this: the one judge is trying to stop a whole legislative body One person. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is not, look, Democrats that say, well, it's only Republicans that do that. When they got power, they want to stop the will of the people and expand their congressional districts. Well, first of all, tell them, well, elections got consequences, but we had an article the other day. I can't remember where it's from. Probably from the Daily Caller or the Daily Wire, where I just mentioned that the end gun violence and the governor of New York passing gun legislation has went ahead and said, they went ahead and they redid their district, and the court said, no, y'all purposely took out the red districts to make them blue. And it wasn't just one or two or three. It was all of them. Let's say it like this: the way that the Democrats were setting up the the districts in New York, the whole district would have been blue. Like I said, this doesn't stop your vote, but that would have gave all the seats of New York to, if it was won by a blue Democrat, the House of Representatives, they would have sold their numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is politics. Anyway, back to what I was originally. I started talking. I went chase a rabbit, which is free balling. Hey, it's good. But anyway, the Warriors and the Celtics were in gun violence, where New York has passed gun laws, and that's why I said John Bell, and that's why I got on that trail. I was wondering. I was like, wait a minute, how did I get on voting rights from gun? I was like, man, I had to rethink myself. Anyway, abortion activists disrupt Joe Osteen's church service wearing women stripping their clothes while cursing loudly. I watched the video, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have the video on here or the audio. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was a look, I'm gonna be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I don't agree a lot with Joe Osteen, but this was just disrespectful on these women part. If you watch the video, these women are standing, and Joe Osteen does something, and his dad did, is John Osteen, where he picks up his Bible and he says, "This is my Bible. Here's who I say I am," and it's a speech that they give right before he preaches the sermon. And right after Joe Osteen finished that, this woman, I seen the video, I'm like, dude, really? No respect. And look, ladies and gentlemen, this goes back to the first segment, or first and second segment, when I was talking about drag queens. There is no respect. Ladies and gentlemen, these drag queens did not have no respect for the children. If these men had an ounce of respect, they would have said, parents, please bring your kids out there. No, look, if they would have said, look, we drag queens, we make our money doing this, but we're not going to perform in front of children. Because this is something, this will sexualize the children. There's no respect. And ladies and gentlemen, these abortion activists that went to Joe Osteen Church did not respect this church. And there's videos after they said, y'all Christians, y'all come inside our abortion clinics. Y'all come and rip our women out of our abortion. And there's no report. Ladies and gentlemen, there's none. There is men that go, and I know a few of them that will go in front of an abortion clinic and preach. Greg Locke did that a while back, where he had a whole church service outside of Planned Parenthood. But I've never heard of a Christian going into the doctor's office or going into Planned Parenthood and grabbing women or shouting loudly and stripping up their clothes. But these women were doing, ladies and gentlemen, they stripped to their underwear. And all they kept on saying was, my body, my choice, my body, my choice, my body, my effing body, and cussing all loudly. And look, I'm watching it. I saw the video. I'm like, y'all are stupid. I'm sorry. Okay, I understand that you do not like Christians because we are against abortion. I understand all that. But like I said, you never see a Christian go into a Planned Parenthood. Not that I can recollect. And if it happened, I'm going to say the same thing. You have no respect. And that's the whole thing about this, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, the first and second segment where I talked about when it comes down to it, there's no respect. There's no respect for athletes that say, hey, we disagree with Gay Pride Month. They don't respect that. We understand you disagree. We agree. agree to disagree. No, they back. Oh, how dare you? You against abortion? How dare you? And there's no respect. Look, the left has no respect whatsoever, in my humble opinion. The left doesn't. Secretary Yellen claims Biden has exalted. Let's see. Hold on. This comes from Breitbart. Secretary Yellen, Biden administration has done everything that they can do to reduce gas prices. No, they haven't. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen on Tuesday claimed the Biden administration has exhaustively efforts to reduce energy costs for American citizens. Speaking at the Senate Finance Committee, Yellen said the administration has done everything that they can to reduce energy prices. Yellen did not mention Biden's war on American energy, which include driving up private and public financial costs of oil drilling, halting drilling on public lands, and canceling the Keystone Pipeline. See, ladies and gentlemen, we've done everything. We reached out to Saudi Arabia. We reached out to Venezuela. We reached out to everybody to get it oil. We tried everything, and it just ain't working. That's like me trying to eat some food with my fingers, and you can, but it's something, you know. Let me see. What kind of example I can use? It's like running your. It's like your car smoking, ladies and gentlemen. It just. He's like, oh man, smoke. Man, I've done everything. I've checked the radiator. I've checked this, I've that, and you pull out the dipstick, and there's no oil. Well, that's your problem, right? Oh no, that wouldn't make the car smoke like that. That wouldn't make the engine blow up like that. Oh, we've done everything. No, you haven't. Because, ladies and gentlemen, there's a war on energy. And Elish saying, no. Also, by the time this recording drops, and I'm going to be watching this, by the way, I want to see. Fox News is not showing, they're showing Tucker. But the Democrats' January 6th committee, and I'm calling it Democrat because there's two Republicans on there, but both these Republicans went ahead and voted for Trump to be impeached. That's the only reason why they're on this committee. If they would have voted for Trump to go ahead and stay in office, they wouldn't have been close to this committee. But anyway, the Democrats, they're doing, I guess, a documentary or a live hearing at my time, 7 Central, where the January 6th committee is going to come up and they're going to say, oh, we got all this evidence of Donald Trump making sure there was an insurrection if Mike Pence wouldn't have done his job. And we're going to show you all this evidence on Thursday night. But this is from the Daily Caller. Democrats straight up admit that J6 hearings are political theaters. Ladies and gentlemen, look, I don't agree with January 6th. If you can call it insurrection, I call it a riot. I understand people are angry, emotions flared up, and people thought they had to do something, and that was the wrong action to do. I agree with all that. And look, to be honest with you, I'm gonna be blunt. I think it should be investigated, but fairly. Ladies and gentlemen, when Nancy Pelosi put this committee together, Jim Jordan was one of the people that Kevin McCarthy asked to sit on it, along with a lot of other Trump favorite Republicans. Nancy Pelosi told him no, because you're going to be one-sided. But ladies and gentlemen, all committees are supposed to be half Republican, half Democrat, or one or two more Democrats, one or two, whoever's the leading power in charge. But this didn't happen, right? And this is why it's called a political coup. Ladies and gentlemen, they didn't look probably at Trump saying, hey, peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. And look, and I've said that if it was a fair committee and you had people on both sides agree that Trump did do something wrong, yeah, Trump should go ahead and face consequences. But ladies and gentlemen, we won't get this fair committee. Well, let's say it like this. I don't even think this is going to be a fair committee in 2022. Because if they disband this committee and the Republicans say, hey, we're going to go ahead and investigate it, there's going to be Democrats on there saying, well, y'all ain't looking at it one way. We're not going to join that committee because y'all not going to listen to us. And it's going to be one-sided again. So that's happening at the time of this recording if you listen to it in the morning. It's going to be on the 9th of June, which is Thursday. You might be listening to this and, oh, it's time. You might turn me off and watch it, and that's okay. Just as long as you come back, please. But ladies and gentlemen, my thoughts on the January 6th committee, I think it's a coup. It's all one-sided. Even Cheney and that other Rhino Republican. Which, on that note, before we sign off on this episode, Cheney, I think his last time I saw was losing 30%. 30% of, and look, I'm recording this on a Tuesday afternoon. We have some election primaries. We have 7 states. One is being California, and it looking like Los Angeles might go not to a conservative Republican, but somebody that leans more to the right. We're gonna. If it's a flare up, I'll go ahead and I'll talk about this on the next episode. But anyway, everybody. Well, everybody, this is my time to go ahead and sign off. I want to thank you for listening to the Cajun Conservative Show. If you can, please hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button. Follow me on my social media accounts, Facebook, Twitter, and Truth Social. Just look up the Cajun Conservative Show. Remember, Jesus Christ is King and He's coming back, so don't be faint of heart, because Jesus has overcome the world. You have a good and blessed week.
Jesus Christ has risen, and He is the open